It has rained probably every week, hasn't it?
Probably.
Hey guys, so what do you do when you make a mistake on the job site? And how do you correct that when it's really a big mistake? Okay, I'm gonna show you, there's a job that we're completing right now, and there was a big mistake that was done, but I'm gonna show you how we dealt with it and what happened exactly. Okay, so this job included doing the driveway. As you can see, we did this driveway. It included the stamped patio, the pergola, the fireplace, the lawn, the landscaping, these shrubs here. Okay, so we do a lot of the pergolas, we do a lot of the fireplaces, the landscaping, but we don't do a lot of the concrete or the stamped concrete here. And this is where the issue came up. With this guy. So you see the color on there, it was supposed to be more of a darker gray granite tone, and I had subcontracted this out, and there was just a miscommunication on the color. Customer wasn't happy about this. You know, I wasn't happy with the subcontractor for doing the wrong color, but what we talked about, and there's a big miscommunication. So that's a big mistake. So if the customer's not happy with that, what do you do? So we just came with the resolution. The best thing, you have options. Okay, you can tear the whole thing out. We don't want to do that. Customer doesn't want to do that. Or you can come to a resolution. And so what we did, we had installed a pipe that was an additional cost. This drain you see here that went all the way across and connected into the house. That was unexpected, but a huge cost to it. The resolution was, I said, hey, look, we installed this pipe, we can, this is what the cost was, I'll take that, I'll eat that cost if you can settle with that color. And they're okay with that. That made everybody happy and everybody on the same page to move forward anyways with the rest of the project. Things like that happen. And I think that's the best way to handle it, is to look at your options and say this is what we can do and man up to it really, and just figure out a resolution and be straight, honest, forward with your customer and work it out. So, and that's what we did. Sometimes there's small mistakes happen on every job site, right? So sometimes they can be small, sometimes they can be big, and they can cost you, but you want to move forward. Anytime you can suggest to the customer that you'll eat the cost, usually that will solve the problem. If you reduce the cost, or when you talk money, remember, money always talks, right? So when you start saying, well, I'll eat this cost, and that was significant. That was probably anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 installing that drain, and that made them happy. I was okay with that because I did all the labor. The material was very minimal, but I spent probably a day and a half digging it out, and so that was my fault. I paid for it. So the customer was fine with that. yeah, once I said, well, we'll take that, we'll eat that cost. They're like, oh yeah, and now they're like, oh, the color looks better. They're happy with that color because it does flow. If you look at the house, the color really complements the house so much better. So anyways, so fixing a mistake that you created, it's gonna happen, right? It's gonna eventually come to your door. You're gonna have to eat it, and doing it professionally is what you want to do, is what you want to, the outcome, and peacefully as well. So that's it. If you're the customer and this has happened to you, seek a good resolution. It's not the end of the world if a color is wrong. There could be a lot worse things. The whole thing could have not been done. The contractor, I've heard horrible stories of contractors leaving the job site with a lot of your money intact. Always seek a professional resolution, and a kind and friendly one as well. As long as both parties are acting professional, and I just mean courteous and with all honesty and sincerity, a resolution can be made, and something that doesn't hurt either one horribly. But mistakes happen. We are human beings. If you are a customer, you hire somebody, you hired a human being that could make mistakes, and the contractor know that you are human and these mistakes can happen, but you are still a professional. These people have trusted you to install a project according to what they like. Now it is both parties, I'm gonna say it's both parties' fault for not having that in a contract. Because they should know as well that if they wanted a specific color, that not just a picture, but on paper, it is written down exactly to the SKU number of what it is. And contractors, you should also provide that to say, okay, this is the color. If you've done it 100 times, you should know that everything has a color and a SKU number, exactly what that color should be. Put that in your contract so there is no mistakes. But when the mistakes happen, follow the advice in this video. Thanks, guys. One other quick tip on this subject before my baby starts crying here is that I'll cover in another video, but in your contract, always have all the expectations explained, and that includes the color. This was not put down, the color, just a picture saying what we agreed upon as the color, and the interpretation of that color was skewed because it did look a little bit tannish, but she wanted gray and granite. So, you know, I've been doing this for 15 years. You'd think I'd learn from mistakes like this, or that I wouldn't make mistakes like this, but it happens. And this is what I would recommend doing if you end up making a mistake. Never ever walk away from a project. And yes, you don't want the customer firing you and hiring somebody else too, and keeping your last withdrawal. That could happen. So act at your utmost, be professional, and seek a resolution as quick as possible. That's it. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video. See you in the next film. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next show.